So this video I'll be talking about my 20-week ultrasound visit, giving you guys a pregnancy update as well as letting you know the sex of the baby, and of course filled with tons of tips. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. So today we are headed to the 20-week ultrasound, and 20-week ultrasound's pretty standard. They do a lot of other testing like genetic screening and stuff usually, but the amazing thing about the 20-week ultrasound is usually it's when you find out the sex of the baby. So we're really excited, and we will be hoping to catch like little clips so that we can show you our journey along the way, even the moment when we find out. And the last time I got an ultrasound was at 6 weeks. So for me, some mothers work with the OBGYN and they get ultrasounds monthly when they go in for their visits. For me, I decided to go with a midwife, so I don't always get ultrasounds because they're not necessarily needed, and it is kind of like an x-ray on your stomach. So midwives and holistic doctors tend to not do ultrasounds as often, but the 20-week ultrasound again is really important, not just because you find out the sex and the assigned gender of the child, but you also can find out other things, if there's any anomalies, or also the good things, how big the baby is as well. So stay tuned and we will be back with the sex of the baby. I don't think we'll need more than an hour. Ultrasound Institute Medical Group.
All right, we're on the elevator, headed up to the fifth floor.
For the man from the fifth floor.
Hi guys, so we came back from the ultrasound visit and it was amazing. The 20-week ultrasound update was surreal, real. I feel like we really are like, okay, wow, this is actually happening. A baby's coming. We know more about this baby. If you stay tuned to the end, I will reveal the gender because we found out. You don't always necessarily find out during the ultrasound, the 20-week ultrasound, if the baby's legs are closed, because it's really based on the physicality of the child. So what their genitalia looks like. Apparently, if 3 lines come up between the legs, it's representative of a girl because then you're seeing the labia. And if something is sticking outward, it's a boy. So we will tell you what we saw.
Right.
So as you know, there are no videos in the room. So we showed like a quick time lapse of us getting there, but we couldn't show any more. And what we won't do is completely share all the sonograms or all the information because, you know, that is private, but we will at the end of the video or at some point in the video, if you stay tuned to watch, you'll see pictures of what it looks like, what you can see at 20 weeks of your baby. And it's really cool because you already kind of start seeing what your child looks like. I mean, I feel like we both noticed that we saw ourselves in our baby already. So that really is what made, I think, the experience super real for me. Yeah. So the ultrasound tech that I had was so nice. Julie. Yep. Julie. She definitely said when we have the baby to come back and bring the baby for her to see. And we cannot wait to do that because she took her time. She was super knowledgeable. I mean, we spent like 2 hours there. So my first ultrasound appointment was about at 9 weeks. So I think I said 6 weeks. So correction to that. It was about 9 weeks. And the experience was super quick. It also wasn't the best experience. I had an OBGYN. This ultrasound though is going to be longer. So please expect that. Like he had to take a call during the time we were there, and that's because I was like, it's just going to be 15 minutes. So if you're going to a 20-week appointment or just any birthing appointments, I would say don't schedule something an hour or two after because you just never know when you're going to come out of there. Right. And then I wanted Jack to talk about what the 20-week ultrasound covers since I was laying there And he's also really good with big technical words. So
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to give the technical words, but essentially what the tech is looking for is anything that would, I guess, look like a deformity, you know, things like cleft lip, or just making sure that, you know, the femurs and all the different bones that you would expect from, you know, a fully able-bodied, you know, baby, that everything is there. So, you know, she
two
just,
arms, two legs.
yeah, all of those things. Yeah, she takes a look at basically each part of the body slowly, takes some snapshots for the doctor, and takes some videos, some short videos for the doctor as well. So what I saw was just her going through, you know, examining the brain, you know, examining the chest area, the torso, examining the limbs, and then, you know, zooming in on certain areas just to make sure that that everything checks off. So it was pretty cool to watch. You know, the baby was very active. You know, I said that they were like a dancer because, I mean, they were just spinning around and moving and reacting. And so that definitely made it feel real and surreal at the same time. So I was just fascinated just watching the movements, and it's almost like you can get a sense of a personality already, which, if accurate, that means we're gonna have a very active child
And fun one. So we noticed the baby was smiling, also sucking a thumb, and I used to suck my thumb as a kid, so the fact that the left hand was up to the mouth was like, wow, this is me. Like, this is definitely me in there. And that was really, really cool. Also, the energy again with the activity, like moving around, I feel like very responsive. So not just moving, but responsive to the environment. Like me laying there, I would feel the baby, like as the tech is moving the ultrasound machine over my stomach, the baby's moving with it, responding with it. So, which is probably why they were like not trying to stay still, because they're like, what is happening on top of me?
Yeah.
So that was really, really fun. So we are going to talk more about, I guess, other favorite parts that we've had. So what would you say was like your top thing that you experienced?
My top thing, I would say that just capturing the photos is really cool. The different angles. You know, I'm kind of nerdy, so I like that the fact that the machine actually takes images in four dimensions, 4D, including the fourth dimension of time, which is, you know, I just like that as a nerdy person. I don't always get to take a 4D image, so that allowed the tech to be able to kind of rewind and check out different angles and kind of, you know, kind of play the movie over, the short film over, if you will. So with that, she had the ability to kind of, you know, again, change angles and kind of get like the best shot and kind of zoom in and change the contrast of the image, if you will. So I like that. I like the geeky part and being able to see the really cool photos.
So this is an example of what 4D imaging looks like. It is so cool. So my favorite part was seeing their profile, because it is so cute.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I really don't want to be caught up on the look of my child, but it is really nice to know, like, yeah, not only am I creating something, but I am into aesthetics and I am really creating something beautiful. And I got to see that. It like a cute little button nose and little lips, like already formed because of the 4D imaging scan. We were able to see that, and that makes it real. So when you get your like 9-week, your first sonogram, you don't see that. It literally looks like, at least mine looks like a circle and 2 like dots. So it looked kind of like this, and to keep our first sonogram kind of special to us and sacred, I decided to add this clip, but that's what it looked like at 9 weeks.
So, and since it's the first one, we're going to keep it completely private, so we won't share that, but we will share some of the images of the profile and also like, you know, the hand to the mouth and things like that for you guys to see. So here that goes.
So here's a picture showing more detail. As you can see, you're able to see the shape, as well as if you were counting ligaments and things or bones, you would be able to start seeing, okay, this baby is forming correctly or not. So I know I already shared a picture with you guys because I couldn't wait, but this one is absolutely my favorite. As you can see, they're sucking their thumb and it's so cute.
So I feel like because this is the day after, we've had time to process, so you're not seeing like the full emotion. And I feel like also because of the scheduling, we couldn't really experience it to, you know, like, but in the moment, like, I definitely teared up, but I think because I was in an office space, I still wasn't gonna like full out cry. But afterwards, I think I sat with it, or even just looking at the pictures again. So before I started like shooting this, I was like, babe, want to just like look at the pictures again and like remember what that feels like. And again, surreal. I get teary eyed because it's just like, wow, this is a real human being growing inside of me that's going to have its own personality and everything, but also be a reflection of us. So that's exciting. So what we're looking forward to in the next few weeks is me possibly, you know, being in, having a bigger belly, but also now needing new clothes. So I had looked into a few places, and a few mothers and people who are who work with mothers and deal with maternity. They were telling me like Target, H&M, Uniqlo has basics, so we're gonna check it out and just see like what quality basics I could get. And if you guys have any recommendations, I would absolutely love that, because maternity clothes, you changing, it's not worth spending a bunch of money on, and honestly you just want comfort. So I'm just looking for cute basics that have the structure to support a belly, because not everywhere that has affordable basics necessarily have like wide bands. And I'm gonna show you guys my stomach in a second so you'll see, but I need that wide band. So this is a few days after the previous video that I shared, so I am just going to show you what my stomach looks like 3 days after. So I think we filmed on the 20-week mark, which today is 4 days after that. So let's just see what my stomach looks like now. So surprisingly, I got these same pants on, and they, well, clearly I don't have them buttoned still, but they're still fitting, so that's a good thing. But stomach definitely is poking out a little more than it was before. I think you can see it up here, because now the baby is moving from down here further up and coming, you know, into this space between my pelvic area and belly button, which is causing my stomach to move further up. So I'm also getting more tightness in here. And if you are an expecting mother, then you know maternity bras too is something that you'll probably go through quickly. So do not spend a lot of money on them. I got these at, was a 3-pack for $15 at Marshall's, if I'm correct. And they're dance skin, so they're good quality. But I bought it maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago, and already I'm like, ooh, I need a little more space. So keep that in mind when you are shopping. What else? We have to plan either a baby moon or a shower or both. And I'm not a planner. I don't like to plan. He's a great planner and host. But if you have any ideas of something that Jack could plan, we would love that too.
Yes, please give all suggestions. Thank you.
Because at the end of the day, like, part of me doesn't really want to do anything. I'm like, I think a child really just needs a happy home and love and care. But the reality is, you know, you do want to capture moments and you do want to like celebrate with friends and gift and all these things, or receive gifts. So we would love to do that and figure out like a simple, affordable, fun, creative way to do it. So thank you guys. And I will see you in the next video. I'm not sure what the next update will be, but stay tuned because we love sharing this journey with you and it's been quite amazing. So the drum roll, because we still have not announced the gender.
We haven't.
So
you want to do a next video? No, I'm playing.
I was even looking at him like, nah. So want to say it at the same time?
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, go ahead.
Count it out.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's a girl. And I would say that what's really cool about the fact that it's a girl is that our intuition told us that it would be a girl, that our first child would be a girl. So the fact that it was really shows that you can also possibly know beforehand by just being in tune. Of course, you always want to wait to hear what the actual result is. And even then, your child might choose to identify as something else. So don't hold on to it too strongly. But it's really good to know that I'm in tune with my body and my baby, and I guesstimated right, and so did my partner. So that was really, really exciting. Also, what else? Is there anything else?
I think that's it.
If I want to what?
Reference your script here.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back with another video again. I don't know when, but when we do, we'll be sharing more information, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
And because all really cute things deserve an encore, here you go again. Love you guys. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.